Hi, how's it going? I'm looking a bit tired because I didn't sleep very well last night, but the show must go on. Basically, I'm going to talk about four comics this week. One was from last week, but they are Captain America Mythos, Young Avengers presents Hawkeye, Old Man Logan Wolverine 66, and Mighty Avengers number 15, I think it was. Start with Old Man Logan, since it's the oldest and Old Man Logan, you know. Well, basically, Old Man Logan has a farm. To make a pun of it, yeah. 50 years in the future, in the middle of what was California, the Hulk's grandchildren have taken over it now, and basically, it's crap. You know, it's almost like the Old West, where everyone's in debt, people can't pay the rent, but Logan is now this pacifist and this farmer, and when offered like $40 for an Xbox, for his kid's Xbox, he says no, I'm not giving up the kids' toys, and so the Hulk kids come flying in on the Fantastic Car, yeah, it is as ridiculous as it sounds, but brilliant at the same time, and yeah. He has this fantasy of slicing the biggest Hulk open, which he could easily have done, but he doesn't. Now, this idea of the map is just brilliant, and you can find that probably on Marvel.com if you want to take a closer look at it. But this panel just made me completely smile. I thought it was absolutely amazing. So basically, Logan is beaten to a bloody pulp, and we can see while he's in his bed that his healing factor isn't what it used to be, and basically Hawkeye, who's now blind, makes him a proposition that he needs to drive across the USA and he needs his help, but to get through the USA you have to go through all these territories owned by like the likes of Kingpin and Doctor Doom, and there's an Electroville along the way, which I think would be interesting, and yeah, great series so far. Definitely going to keep up with it. One thing I would say is spoiler, massive spoiler. Close your eyes now if you don't want to see this, or if you haven't read this month's Blizzard magazine. Close your eyes now. Okay, it's gone. Okay, Mighty Avengers 15, good issue. Pissed me off in the beginning because I was thinking, oh, this British girl, she says bloke in a really contrived way. It was really out of context almost, she didn't need to say it. And I was thinking, that's a bit weird, why would you say that? And obviously, the storyline goes on and it evolves, and she's asking a lot of very clever questions, and suddenly you just realise, hang on, I get what's going on. And after asking all these questions, you can just suddenly see the change in her eyes. And on the next page, we just see him get smacked around the head with this massive Skrull fist. And obviously, from this point on, we can see how Hank Pym was replaced by a Skrull back in Secret Invasion number 1, or should I say before Secret Invasion number 1. Good read. I'm enjoying a lot of the new Avengers and Mighty Avengers. Yeah, fun read. And it only builds on the whole idea of the Secret Invasion. Next, I'll talk about Captain America Mythos, my favourite of the Mythos series so far. Rivera's art is just brilliant. It added more to this issue because my problem with the other ones is the paint almost gives this memory-like or reminiscent feeling to the comic because it's very soft lines and whatnot. And with this, it almost seemed like Cap was reminiscing and we were seeing his mind. Artwork was brilliant. It reminded me of Ariel Olivetti's work in Punisher War Journal, but a lot less harsh. And I loved his work in Punisher War Journal, so you can't really go wrong with that. You should pick it up. It's the best of the Mythos series. Apparently they're going to do a Daredevil one, which I would have killed for, but that's been cancelled now, along with an Iron Man one that was planned. And my last one is Young Avengers presents Hawkeye. Now, seeing Hawkeye on the shelf, I'll probably pick it up. Then I see it's by Matt Fraction as well, and I'm gay for Matt Fraction, so obviously I'm going to pick it up. And it's a really good read. There's a big Captain America style moral that's rubbed off on Hawkeye that in the Avengers, in an Avengers team, you should be friends and team workers before your individual heroes. You need to look out for each other. You need to help each other along the way because everyone's going to have problems, and that's the bottom line in this. Young Avengers are young Avengers. They're all teens, early 20s, and they're not going to understand the world as much as, for example, Clint Barton is. It's a good story. I love Matt Fraction's writing. He really knows how to make a team sound like a team, not like a hey, I'm with you guys, like Spider-Man from the 60s. I've got no problem with that. He really knows how to latch on to those little details that some writers just don't know about. What am I looking forward to in the next week? I want to get Immortal Iron Fist 16 and Captain America 39. So my recommendation, more than any other book that came out this week, last week's Old Man Logan, Miller and McNiven, Civil War team back together. Brilliant, just get it, don't question me.